How was the Solvang trip? That's certainly a question.
Yeah, that trip sucked. Oh my gosh, I would pay someone to be able to just talk about this.
Both one of the worst and one of the best experiences.
It was awful.
Yeah. Very chaotic, but
it was an adventure.
Like a full sitcom bottle episode of being stuck in the train station.
Well, it all started, okay, I don't know how it all started.
There were 6 of us on this trip. We decided that we would take the train to Santa Barbara.
And the train, I think, was Amtrak.
The next stop, we went to Solvang, and then we were going to take the bus to LA. The first day of the trip, we go on the train.
The train was really nice. We went to Santa Barbara towards the end of the day, kind of towards sunset.
Our 2 biggest problems, one was that everything was closed. The other thing was that we were worried about catching the train in time. Not the train, the bus. The bus was going to come at 10. And a lot of the schedule stuff was picking between 2 bad options. Okay, you can either leave 30 minutes within getting there, or you can stay there until 10 o'clock at night. And so we chose to stay there until 10 o'clock at night.
That whole day is such a blur.
We went to get ramen at the ramen place.
Yeah, I do remember the ramen. Just remember being in a very grumpy mood and just like, ugh.
Yeah, it was kind of a grumpy night.
When we got ramen, we were worried that we weren't going to make the train.
So we run to catch the bus.
The bus wasn't there, and we were kind of freaked out. And then eventually the bus did get there, but it was late.
Oh yeah, that was the big delay.
And then they were
okay,
you can't go on the bus. The train was delayed, so the bus couldn't leave until the train people got there.
So we were all waiting outside for the train to come. And then I think eventually somebody in the little train station that was all locked up came and opened the doors and was like, you can all hang out in here.
We waited in there until midnight, or past midnight.
We were all so dead tired at this point.
I remember I was trying to keep it together. So I put on, I had my laptop, so I
think we watched The Princess and the Frog.
So we're all in here half asleep, delirious.
Oh,
fun.
We were so repressed.
Yeah. And then I think it was my mom that got nervous about the hotel and the fact that we were getting there late. She decided to call the hotel, and she called them and was asking about the situation, and she said that they were furious. And we're on the phone, and you can't hear what's being said on the other line, and nobody else in the room could hear, but I'm being very expressive with my reaction to what's being said. So I'm like, oh no, okay, in my half asleep voice, but also panicking. And nobody else knows what's going on, and everybody's just sitting there. Glub turns to you and whispers, I think we need a less emotional leader. Or something like that. And then the whole room shushes them. And what happened was the first reservation, we thought that it was canceled. Somehow in their system it didn't get canceled, and they had tried to pull the money, but because it was a debit card and we hadn't loaded the money because we all just brought our money with us, so the card got declined, but they were not going to let us stay in the hotel unless we paid for 4 rooms, and we could not.
There was a lot of panic at that point. It started to sink in that we didn't have a place to stay.
It was probably midnight. We had to find another hotel that had availability for us. So we eventually did find a place. What time do you think we got on the bus?
It was very late. It was almost in the morning. So we got on the bus. I fell asleep.
We probably got there 2 in the morning or something.
And we get off the bus, and we're looking for the King Frederick's Inn, and that's where we went. So that's how we made it to some shelter, and we stayed there for 2 nights so that we had a whole day in Solvang where we didn't have to travel, which was good. The travel never went well for us on that trip.
Yeah, just leave me in Solvang. I don't have any friends.